They're continuing to electrocute me into gang rape locations. They're doing it now. Screaming you're old. Who knows where they are, which attic. I'm not saddling, but they're electrocuting me to death. I'm saddened to say that this is happening here. I thought after moving to Santa Monica that this would stop, but it's not, and it is electrocuting the hell out of me. So, I'm wondering what's going to happen. Touching the ground is too much electrocution. Throws me into a position of someone getting gang raped. And this wire in me is going like this. Not a good situation. And I'm not some sting operation. And what's really irritating me is that when I find out, this is a message to Crime Stoppers. When I find out I'm in that movie boxing Elena without my legs or arms or whatever, and mole removals, the problem is that I started to prove mole removals and also moles put on. Who puts moles on each other, on another, or on themselves of another? The question of the year, right? I've been asking this question for a few years. When I started to prove I had mole removal on one of my Google and Gmails on G+, in different locations of mole removal, and the mole removal situation meant that if they put that mole on their face, they then took the houses and the cars and the jewelry that went with each name that I was named. Now I understand being called dead when I'm found in some swimming pool. I saw the picture, bleeding, and the lady standing near me. I am alive. But the thing is I did save my money to the age of 42. I am now 51. Since I asked for my money, it is about 9 or 10 years now, I have had people aiming dart tasers or turn some device on, and they should turn it off. And I realized it has to do with one of those movies with a stunt gun or something that I happen to maybe be in. So, anyways, I do need my money, lose my voice commands. And in each voice command that I am, and it's switched into another, for each scene that you're using my accent in, you are electronically torturing me in the last 10 years, no matter what. It doesn't matter which scene. Because when you switch your eye color and you switch, it's like different than switching an outfit. You give me your thoughts and your anger all day. Like if an eye color gets switched to a dark brown, that's not my eye color. And yes, I look in the mirror and it doesn't look like me. Lose my voice commands. You just gained all my voice commands. I could sit and videotape all day long the amount of times that you are all aiming, and you're continually aiming to regain them. Every one of you. Lose my voice commands. And this black wire in my hand makes it come back to me. And Michael O'Bannon, you had him in your computer. And you were nice enough when I called you one time to turn them off, the computers. So you're seeing it's in the database of your computer. Maybe, and it is possible if I'm visiting or staying with someone, those items are just surrounding me and aimed at me also. Or through his computer. Lose my wrist coins. But, the Blackwater in my hand that Mission Community Hospital has there, they do have bionic batteries in their emergency waiting room area locations. And so I'm a bionic person, and since my arms and legs are getting thrown back and forth for several years now, going on, who knows, could be decades. Lose my whiskers. And the identities of me as a bionic woman have been stolen as Jamie Summers and Lindsay Wagner as real IDs. I do understand that those are names on TV shows and the other lady played it. And that I am a reality case of arms and legs cut off in Boxing Elena movie. And I have seen that movie, and yes, I thought that was an angry person. I didn't know it was me. Okay, because I lived a different life after that. And I was angry. And yes, recently, I think I said this in one other video, I saw that he has actually gagged me in a chair. And I do kind of recall it. And yes, I think he was one date, a Swedish guy that I dated. And I was roommates with Christina and Carol, or just Christina, in San Anselmo, California, Christina Keating. And I was just visiting for the weekend. And I lived in LA with Paulo Dorigo. So yes, I dated him, and I thought his name was Per Leaf. So I am confused about this movie, Boxing Helena, because yes, in oh God, this is so... I see the movies made in 1993, and if my legs were cut off in 1993 and I was bionic in the 1970s, well, I don't know what to say, or my arms. Because I do recall the clothing, I don't know. I was very angry, and I remember feeling everything gone. And yes, I learned to walk and talk and sing and do everything again. And they are trying to electrocute me to death here. So, and I know it's nothing I can't handle. But the amount of electrocution is aiming in every area of my body, like Elmistor Avenue. It's evenings like this when I wish I had a ladder with a flashlight. And I do miss being on my Elmistor 7507 Elmistor home. I do like living here though in Los Angeles on West 27th Street. But I do miss the capability to use a ladder to get into the attic to film certain people or beings that happen to be in there. And yes, I moved my bed over to the cubbyhole leading to the attic and tried to film a little bit in there, because if they're going to be right above me with the taser dart, I'd like the capability to climb into this little shelf. I want to try to climb up there to stop them, because I have to stay alive. Lose my whiskers. And yes, on Faust Street, if you're wondering, West Valley detectives know that I complained about an electrocution signal from the pool ticker